No problem. No, no problem. So it's just you and Lou, right?
That's it. Yeah, just
Yeah.
three of us.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Okay. So my name is Nilu, and I'm a silver director at USANA Health Sciences. I joined USANA 3 years ago, and I believe in all the products and the business plan. And now we are going to talk about customer service. Just the other night, Brother Don explained about the compensation plan and how the business works with USANA. But before we get to the business part, we need to know that the customer service is one of the most important parts of a business. So tonight we're going to go over our customer service area. Um, okay, so customer service is the way a business or individual understands and meets his customers' needs. When a company provides effective customer service, clients will continue to do business with that company and may recommend it to others, which we call it referral. So as you see, we have a happy customer right here and not so happy in the left side. And the power of customer service makes your customers happy. And as you go along to get to know how effective customer service is, you have to know from the beginning that when you are dealing with the customers, do not look at yourself as a salesperson. Have a mindset of being a problem solver and a people helper. As a strong USANA associate members, we need to have some important customer service skills. They include patience, of course, attentiveness, clear communication skills, knowledge of the product, ability to use positive language, acting skills, time management skills, ability to read customers, and many, many more key points. Let's go over them now. Attentiveness is a very important part of your customer service skills. Characteristics or of attentiveness. You will look at people when they speak. Then ask questions if I don't understand. I will sit or stand up straight. I will not draw attention to myself. I will keep my eyes, ears, hands, feet, and mouth from distractions. And as you see here, what are the other words for attentiveness? We can say regards, attention, consideration, solicitude, alertness, concern, thoughtfulness, and heed. Just like the birds that are always are together, fly together, migrate together. So attentiveness is to be the same state of mind with your customers. Clear communication skills, which starts from listening. Your communication skills. Always try to listen. And you're talking to your customers, yes, but let them talk about 80% and you talk about 20%. And that 80% that they speak, you listen. Friendliness, always have a friendly attitude with them. Open mindedness, essential communication skills for your career. Of course, feedback. Always ask feedback from your customers. Get in touch with them and make sure that they were okay and they were happy with the service. Show confidence when you're talking to your customers, and also nonverbal communication. There's some body language, as you see. Look at this here, and you show enthusiasm and agreeing with your customer. Importance of product knowledge. When you are dealing with a customer, you have to have a full knowledge of your product. You have to know what you're selling. You have to know information about your product so you can present it better. Good product knowledge allows us to develop confidence in selling, you are confident in what you're talking about because you know your product. You build customer relationships and trust once they know that you are well aware of what's in your product and you have a good knowledge of your product. They start trusting you. You can match the right product with customers needs when you have a good knowledge of your product. As for instance, for us that we are trying to do business with Usana, we have to know what our customers needs are. What is it that they need? They need the business part, they need the health part. If it's the health part, what is the problem that they are complaining about? So if there's digestive system their problem, you know what to give them. If there's energy level, you know what to give them. So the product knowledge allows you to fulfill your customers' needs better. Make a better sales presentation or demonstration, of course. Once you know your product, you can do present it better to them. Overcome objections successfully. When you have all the information about each product that you are demonstrating, if they have an objection, if they have a question, you can try to answer them to the best of your knowledge. So that will help you overcome the objections. Provide good after sales service. This is a very important part of course, every sale. To have a good after sales service, there are some key points that you need, such as very small things, such as calling them, being in touch with them, but being in touch as in calling them, feedback, call them for a birthday, call them for a holiday. You know what I mean? But one of the key points of good after sales service that's connecting to the product knowledge is tutorial. So when you have a good knowledge of your product, after your sales is done, you can give them a service by tutoring them, by um, talking about the product and making them understand the product and how they use it. And if there is anything else that's connected to that product that they're taking, you can also teach them about it. So that fulfills the good after sales service as well. The knowledge of your product. Ability to use positive language, of course. Language is a very important part of persuasion. Customers create perceptions about the department on the language you use. Be positive. Positive language can greatly affect how the customer accepts your response. Negative language, on the other hand, can affect adversely. And we all been there in every site. We've been the customer, we've been, the presenter, and we know that how of a big difference a positive language and negative language would affect the customer and your success in the business. In order to have some good customer service, you need to have some acting skills as well. Sometimes you're going to come across people that you'll never be able to make happy. Situations outside of your control. They had a bad and terrible day, or they're just a natural born complainer. So you do meet these kind of people, and you have to be able to handle that and then handle that successfully if you want to have a good customer service. They will sometimes creep into your usual support routine, and you'll be greeted with those barnacle patients that seem to want nothing else but to pull you down. Every great customer service rep will have those basic acting skills necessary to maintain their usual cheery persona in spite of dealing with people who may be plain grumpy. So you do meet this kind of people in your business or in any business, and you just have to be able to deal with that in a positive way. And sometimes you can even turn them around and make them more cheerful or positive about the sales that you're making. Improving time management skills. While organizing your time, ask yourself, what do I want or need to do that I'm currently not doing? What do I want or need to complete that has not yet been completed? What do I want or need to start that has not been started? What do I want or need to say that I am not saying? And these are all time management when you're dealing with a customer, such as, you have a customer, sometimes they make an appointment with you, sometimes. So you have to have that time management to make sure that everything is on time. You have to be prepared what to say. uh, that means, prepare your presentation, practice your presentation. If there is something that you need to do with your customer to to meet about the product, if you have to call them back for a product that you think that they might be interested in, these are all like, have timing, and then they have to be done. And sometimes you have to sit down and manage that, what do you have to say, what do you need to do to have that customer loyal to you. As you know, when you have a loyal customer, you will have referrals from them. Once a customer is happy with you, trust me, they will refer you to other people. So these are the agendas that you have to sit down and be organized when you are dealing with customers and you want to keep them in your business. Steps to effective time management. Long-term vision. Of course, when you have a customer, you can't just say that, okay, this is my customer today and thank you very much for your shop, and then that's it and leave them. No, this is a long-term vision. You have to be able to, as I said just now, make them be loyal customer, and you have to keep them there. That you need to have that customer for a long time. Prioritization, scheduling, delegation. The art of delegation is very important in a business, especially when you're leading. As a leader, you have delegates, you have you have to represent your company, you have to represent your product. So the art of delegation is a very good, very big step in time management or customer service. Improve concentration, being well organized. As I was just talking about, be organized with what you have to do, that to have a great customer service and a loyal customer. Avoid procrastination. If you need to call a customer after the sales, just what I just was talking about, the good after sales service is very important. Do not procrastinate on that. That is an important part of keeping a customer loyal to you. If you need to send a thank you note, do it. Don't wait too long. If you need to call them for another meeting, to introduce more products to them, do it. Don't procrastinate on them. Just to call and say hi, how are you, and just wondering how you're doing and how is everything with the products. These are things that you cannot procrastinate after your sale is done. Reduce interruptions. Effective meetings, of course. Definitely, that is a very big part of any business and customer service. Make sure that you're well prepared for your meetings. Make sure that you put as much as information that you can give your customer. Effective communication, that goes back again to have communication with your customer. Once the sale is done, you can't just say thank you, let's keep in touch. You can't do that. Just that, if the customer is gone, you will never hear from them again. You have to keep communicating with them. Avoid perfectionism. You don't have to be perfect, just be good as you can, the best you can. And be assertive. Try other things, try different ways of keeping your customers, try different ways to have your customers happy. These are all the key points that you can have effective time management. Therefore, you can have great customer service. Ability to read customers. That's another important part of how you present your product to your customer, to be able to read them. Understanding some basic principles of behavioral psychology. You should look and listen for subtle clues about current mood, patience level, personality of your customers. Once a customer walks in, or once you have been dealing with, talking to a customer, as far as for our business, you start inviting them, you start warming up to them, you start talking to them. So listen carefully what they say about their life. Ask questions about their life. Ask questions about their health, and listen carefully to see what they're talking about. What are they, are happy about? What health condition it is that they're talking about? Sometimes you're talking to a customer and they seem to be all into business, then that's your clue to invite them to your business. Sometimes they're talking about their financial situation. That is also a subtle clue that, hey, they need extra money, so you can present the business plan. So always listen to your customer, and as we said, one of the important part is that you become their problem solver, you become people helper, and that comes with listening to them. If you misread, you may end up losing them due to confusion of miscommunication. Again, that goes back to reading them. If they're happy, if they're healthy. Sometimes by looking at somebody, you can tell that they're not very healthy, or they're suffering, or they're, so whatever you read in them, and you listen to them, that will give you keys and clues in what to start presenting to them and how to help them. If you know your customer well, you can serve them better, of course, by listening to them, by asking questions, by observing their behavior, observing what they're. Sometimes even they're holding, a gym bag. That means they're like really athletic. They're taking care of themselves. They're working out. So they're. You can talk to them about health. They're willing to talk about health. So these are all the things that along the way you can practice. The more customers you speak to, the more you practice, and you know that everybody has different needs and everybody has different moods, and you can much be better with reading them, with trying to see what their needs are. That's the whole point of this. What is the most important factor in providing exceptional customer service? Of course, patience, patience, patience. Patience is the key to any battle. That is what your customer needs from you first and foremost, for listening to them. Then be patient. They might have a lot of questions. They might take a long time to be satisfied with what you're saying, with your presentation. Sometimes you have to present to them once, twice, three times. Sometimes you have to follow up with them for a long time. And don't lose hope, but be patient with them. And sometimes they might take a lot of time. They want to be sure that this is good for them, and they want a lot of explanation. They have a lot of questions. All that comes down to your patience level. And trust me, every customer can detect if you're impatient, and if you're not concentrating on what they're saying and what their needs are, you lose them. So of course, patience in every business is a very important key. As strong USANA associate members, we speak to everyone everywhere with conviction. Tell us how one overcome hesitation and talks to other about USANA. Of course, that's the belief, and that's one of the blueprint, key points that we have in USANA to be successful. It's to believe, 100% believe you can produce wealth from USANA business. 100% believe timing for USANA business is the best at the moment for you. 100% believe in USANA products. I think that's the most important thing. You have to believe 100% and be passionate, because when you believe in your products 100%, you're passionate about it. And when you speak, the customers can see how passionate you are and how much you believe in your products, and that is very, very effective. 100% believe in USANA compensation plan and system. We have a great system, so we have to believe in it 100%, and then we can present it, that your customer can be satisfied with that presentation. If you don't believe, you cannot present it the way that would satisfy your customer. 100% believe in success for the whole USANA team, not just yourself, but the whole team. 100% that everyone that is in your team is as passionate and as capable of being successful. 100% believe in yourself to succeed in USANA business. Believing in yourself, actually, I think is the So I would say it's the most important part of it. If you don't believe in yourself that you can do this, uh, we believe in yourself, believe in your company, believing in your product, and believing in your team, that's how you can become successful. Magic happens when you believe in yourself, of course. That's a quote that is always being said. If you don't believe in yourself, then you cannot succeed in anything. Anything in life that you do, you need to believe in yourself first. Thank you.